Well, he's got the flat one in hand at the moment. I think that's a good choice. You know, we talk about these surrounds and how good they are, but also when you get a very steep slope and you're using putter, sometimes the ball will get airborne because of the grain. It takes a lot of speed off it. This one for Tommy, the grain is sort of at his back, so he'll be hitting sort of through the grain on the side here. So I think this is a good choice. And it's all back uphill towards this pin. The danger, if he hits it too hard, he could end up down there where SungJae is. Still a difficult shot for Fleetwood. Needs to have the respect. Easy now, easy.
Yeah, it's a really good effort from there, and it'll be interesting. We saw it a little bit yesterday, John, when the golf course, it is a nice, fun walk.
Im will pitch this one, it appears.
I'm going to say pitch it in.
All right, that one left to Snedeker from the center of the fairway here.
And with the pin back left today, the penalty area along the right side should not be into play. Get over that ridge.
Oh, look at this one from Sneds. Go ahead, do it, do it. Whoa, from 226.
That goes kind of back to what I was talking about, Swanee, about the contour of the greens.
Fleetwood with 3.5 feet coming back here. No problem. All right, Hostler is going to have to engineer a little something here, it appears.
I believe it has to land this short of the hole like Snedeker did and let the ball release down the slope. And you see that just landed a little too far.
Way. Oh my God. Seriously?
Some of these players have played here, and it takes a while to understand, you know, where you need the ball to land. You know, how can you attack that whole location or not? And we're seeing, you know, a lot of players obviously
To feel the breeze. It's guarded heavily by the tall pines, but it's up there. I'd say it's been pretty steady all morning at about 10 miles an hour. Pin perched on the front right here today, probably one of the more accessible pin locations.
Yeah,
That one starting at the center of the green, just turning left. And that
I
will
was
catch
curious
the
as
front
to how a
foot.
little upslope short of the green. You would think players would want to land that a bit short.
Hostler from off the back of the 9th green. Oh, he was walking it in, I think, or maybe not. I couldn't tell from the attitude of that walk if he thought it had a chance or not.
Oh yeah, I 100% thought that was short. Yeah, you can really make some comment.
Oh, that was
Im back at the par 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't think this is much more than a flighted 4. Sends it sky high. A very nice looking line. Started at the pin, just drifting a little bit right. And that may just barely miss the front right section of this green.
And it's always had a lot of spin, but I never hit him up to the moon.
Sned's right at 8 feet. That's about a 50-50 deal for PGA Tour players. In fact, that's where the strokes gained putting category was born. If you make more than you miss, you're gaining shots on the field from about that range.
I love that type of golf course. I mean, not quite as an ATM as, you know, Harbortown is to Stewart Sink, and Davis Love III, but I always seem to play well there.
Fleetwood for a birdie 2.
Yeah, that one from just inside 22 feet. Misses on the low side. But a par here at the 14th.
Look for birdie for Im. There's a terrific low angle look just to pace off the surface here.
Yeah, Swanee, I agree. This is a very good look here for SungJaeIm. if anything, just going to come a little bit from his right to left as it dies by the hole. But very makeable. Well, we saw that one bobble right at the edge of the fringe. Just caught a little bit of that grain we were talking about.
Will not be pleased you didn't give that a little better effort.
All right, there was a little backup at the 10th. That the group has cleared the green up ahead, and Hostler is ready to fire one in there. Exactly 200 yards to the hole.
Another unique green complex. Gets to a ridge in the middle of the green and then it runs away. So he's definitely going to need to land this short of the hole if he wants to get it close.
Oh, wind slowly stopped again.
Bo has been flummoxed by the wind, or lack of it, a few times today.
90s, mid 92 to 95 shot with this, right in the heart of the green, coming down on the camera.
That's the miss that Brandt kind of fights through the years, isn't it?
Absolutely. He's always worked the ball a little right to left.
Day, with a little bit of help here for the players, I would believe all these guys would be able to get it there.
No.
Now that one's starting to at the green, working right. That one's going to fire in the sandy area. There's going to be a difficult bunker shot from there.
It's kind of in the middle of the back nine. Although it could be 18 as well.
Him now with driver. He's hit it way left. Good angle. That's the beauty of hitting it far enough left here. It'll leave your angle at that front right pin location. That one should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit uphill to the hole, so no question that. Yeah, think of the 11th hole where you might get a shot like this.
Reach.
Oh, you can't stop.
Reach. Go, ball. Go. Go. Go.
You can just see how precise. A little easier for Bo to judge because he doesn't have to play the shot from the distance that Brandt was at. Still needs to get it kind of just over that ridge that's in front of him.
Took a little peek as it rumbled on by.
Go out and shoot 63. You want to create some confidence and momentum to take you through the rest of the weekend. Obviously, you'd like to shoot 63, but you shouldn't feel the pressure of having to shoot something really low because, and if you follow the PGA Tour a lot, you know, the cut line is normally where it is 11 under. You shoot 7 or 8 under par in the weekend, you may not win, but you'd be surprised at how close you get to that lead.
There is a lot of freedom for a player in that space on a Saturday, right? Not with a high degree of expectations.
Absolutely.
Hi. Yeah, don't be scared along the bastards.
All right, where's Fleetwood going to dump this one onto the green here, Carl?
Yeah, I got down there, took a good look at this. It's not a bad lie. It's difficulty here is the ball is a little bit below his feet, and it's a very tight pin. I think even Tommy knows that a good shot here would be about 15 feet behind the pin. Take your medicine.
Well,
Yep, out of position off the tee shot.
I would say it'd be very acceptable from that spot.
Snedeker with about 15 feet for his par. It's going to be another lost shot on a par 3 for Snedeker. Made bogey back at the 5th. And another here at 10. So SungJaeIm back to work at 15 now.
Yeah, Swanee, I was Kind of surprised that both of these guys took driver here. It looked like to me that Fleetwood tried to take a little bit too much off that tee shot. Im now has got to come over that little dome or mound on the right there. Ball will skip hard and then go a little bit to the right. He's made that look easy. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few players in the afternoon hit 3-wood, just cover that trap and give themselves a little bit better angle from the front of the green here. Yes. That's a nice shot from Im. Some of them might even be able to chase it on the green with 3-wood.
But exactly what DJ did yesterday. The whole location cut in the back on day 2 there at 15. Hostler in for par. No lost shots today through 10.
There's some friends of my brother-in-law. I'm going to go make that little trip and very much looking forward to that.
How about that run? Those 3 courses, Carl Swatton.
Can I tag along? Wow, I tell you what 3 beautiful golf courses. Like Swanee said, they've earned it, Carney. 5 on the road, on the trot.
10 years ago, I might have cared what I shot.
Even better. Hostler with driver up at 11.
Losing this a little bit to the right. He's going to need to get lucky to avoid that native grass over there.
Just a par for Fleetwood back here at 15. You see Tommy's FedEx Cup number 123, so he doesn't have a lot of breathing room.
No, and it's itching. Tommy has been part of the FedEx Cup. Let's get back to SungJaeIm.
You know, this for his birdie, very nice little pitch to that point. Made the pitch look easy.
The FedEx Cup, obviously, era was after mine. So knowing but you always had the pressure of finishing the top 125. So that pressure has always been there, just a little different now.
Snedeker heading right at 11 as well. He and Hostler are both over there. I don't know if Brandt was quite as fortunate. There's a red stake down there. Tee shot of SungJaeIm is away here at 16.
Yeah, another challenging green complex. This ball headed left. Hit a shot from out of the sand in the second round that led to a birdie.
This way, yeah.
Might ultimately be okay. That whole location there, back right. So the angle won't be too bad. You can actually just, there's right here is the back of the 15th green. So just kind of a great flow to this golf course.
Nice ball, Tommy.
Speaking of flow, Fleetwood threads one here at 16.
Yeah, I would say other than...
Ned's a little tangled up here at 11.
I think he caught the trees on the right.
Okay, I mean, just to find it, first of all, and then get it back into play.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's where Dustin Johnson yesterday, as he finished off his round, he was in the thick grass, but he couldn't play it.
Hostler not in quite as precarious of a spot, although that looks like it's semi-embedded there.
Yeah, a little downhill as well. Easy to hit this one fat. Because really from this distance, you want to make sure you get all golf ball initially.
Pretty clean contact. That was a solid strike from Hostler. Going to be pleased with that one, I would think.
Good shot there again. It was all about keeping the balance, making sure the contact was good, you know, a little right of where he wanted it, but really good play.
Iron play has been superb for DJ, fifth best in the field in proximity to the hole. He's in the final pairing of the day at 150. Snedeker's third into the 11th.
They want to land this a little left of the flag. Should feed down there.
All right, good shot. It's a good putt for me.
It'll be a heck of a par if he can pop that one in.
Absolutely, but you know, that's what you see these tour players do all the time. I mean, you get in a bad...
Yeah, absolutely perfect tee shot. Split the fairway yet again. What little wind is there has died down a little bit and will be off his right and down. This one another solid looking shot. Oh boy, this one is taking dead aim at it. This will be nice if it's the right weight.
It is.
Lie, really no tree trouble to talk of. It's from just 127. Actually, it's a pretty good angle. Just got to be careful to control the spin off the sand. Sometimes you can get a little bit too much.
I called
But
that
he caught
one.
it the other way, heavy. That's done just on the front.
And you called that, Colin.
8th for his opening 10 holes.
Well, there should be a little bit of slope coming off the right there. Kind of coming from the back of the green, which could influence this putt moving a little bit more from right to left than Bo might have read. Just lacked speed there. That was a good read.
Hostler 94th in putting on the tour this season. Players that come to my mind, Karn, who have never wavered with their technique, their methods on the green, the equipment really, the model of putter. They've been just as steady as they've come, and they've done a lot of that through the years.
We talked about that a second ago. Players making par.
Well, Swanee, this is officially 120 feet. And you might want to look at that swing in slow motion. I think there was a hip turn and a wrist cock.
We can let you know, Colin,
He's
that
going to have about 12 to 15 feet. What goes on with regards to knee movement, hip movement, torso movement. Him now with a slider one from his left to right. Real peeler. And that is
certainly a disappointing bogey there, but I would think that, Colin, would help with your coaching and your... To the par 5 12, Bo Hostler on the tee. Just to hang on a little bit, that should be just fine. As we head back to the 16th after a beautiful approach from Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah, I was talking to his caddy Ian Finnis earlier today, and he said expect to see Tommy Fleetwood play a lot more here in the US in the upcoming months. That one just misses on the low side, and that's exciting for golf. Just such a good, solid player when he plays enough.
Well, disappointing to have 12th tee shot for Brandt Snedeker.
This par 5, playing under its par today. The 6th easiest hole on the golf course. Snedeker finds a fairway, which will afford him the opportunity of perhaps having a crack at the screen in 2.
Get in here if you hit it on the wrong shape. If you turn it from right to left too much, you'll run through into the long grass, as we've seen a number of players do over the last couple of days. And this one on a beautiful line just left of the oak tree. That one should be picture perfect.
And about 280 to clear that sandy area today as they play this par 4 at 480 yards. Coming off the bogey back at 16 now. So there's two fairways.
Hit a beauty there at 15. That set up birdie. I'm going to say he could take this a little bit further right than Fleetwood. Well, he started this on a little further left line. He's going to have to be careful. He could run through. But that one looks like it might be okay.
And that'll be just fine there. Center of the fairway, actually. Got a little bit of a break, I think, landing in an upslope as we'll head back to our second feature group at the par 5 12. Brant Snedeker will play first.
Just a very narrow opening into this green. Right there in between those two bunkers. This turning towards that target, perhaps overdoing it. And we'll clamber up on that left-hand side and we'll run all the way through the green. If it stays in that short grass, it will be a good angle.